America's gun-toting citizens are making a statement under the flight path of Washington's National Airport, with planes taking off and landing right above. They're armed with rapid-fire assault weapons, and there's only one cop in sight. Okay, it's only a protest, but I shudder to think what would happen if some of America's Muslims tried the same stunt. The angry brigade gathered within sight of the White House is like a tea party on steroids. They spoke ominously about taking back their rights and dismissed Barack Obama as a socialist dictator. This is Leonard Doyle reporting.
And this is the closest point to the District of Columbia where they can have an open carry policy.
Mind if I say hello to you? Yeah. Can you tell us why you're here today?
We are here to remind our fellow Americans that we have rights they have forgotten about, and to remind our elected officials across the river that we are still part of the dialogue. This is a friendly reminder for them.
I hate to see what an unfriendly reminder is if you're carrying loaded weapons.
Well, you see that my rifle is not loaded and is slung behind me. That's the friendly part.
Right. But it's not far off it.
We're not here to shoot anybody. We're not here to cause any trouble. We're not here to make anybody unhappy. We're just here to let people know that we're still here and we're still part of the conversation.
We, the patriots, are the last line of defense before the darkness.
I was born and raised in Connecticut, where my parents scrimped and saved to send their children to private schools. I studied philosophy at Oxford, was a commissioned officer in the Air Force, and I'm currently working on a PhD in computer science. I'm not a religious man, and I drive a Toyota Prius. Not because I give a damn about my carbon footprint, by the way, but because I'd rather give my money to the Japanese than to... I'd rather give my money to the Japanese than to Hugo Chavez and the Saudis. Thank you. And watch out when they do.
Citizens bear arms, slaves do not.
The point of that is that you've got a black man in the White House. Is there some relevance? Is there some reference?
Well, I wouldn't call him black. He's barely quarter black at the most. He's half American, half Arab, half Arab. And his dad was, well, he was from Kenya, but he was only half Negro himself.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so he was not black.
Dr. Robert Johnston from Canton, New York, and I'm here to defend and facilitate the restoration of the U.S. Constitution.
And how do you see it as being threatened, sir?
The Constitution is threatened by the usurpation of power by our current and past governments over the past 75 to 100 years.
But today it's a remarkable event. The flag is upside down, sir. Why is that?
It's to show the tyranny of the governments inside the country, and that our country's in distress.
It's not a sign of disrespect for the flag.
No, definitely not. I'm ex-military, so I'm definitely not.
Legislators nor our fellow citizens have the power to vote those unalienable rights away.
One of these cards.
I say this with all help to you. I don't think it's here, but earlier
in my opinion, what's going on is you have a lot of mainstream America here to exercise their Second Amendment right by carrying loaded weapons.
And why? What prompted you to
For example, I couldn't do this in California. I couldn't have a weapon on me that's loaded in California. I think that's an unconstitutional law.
And I know militia has a bad name in the media, but we are a preparedness group. We're prepared for anything.